don't they wet the ground?
Well, they go just one little stream.
Oh,
one
they've got no water too?
No, they didn't have any water in the bathrooms. We had to go to some people's house to clean out.
These cats playing with each other. I never seen cats do that.
Never seen cats.
I don't like cats too much. I have dogs instead.
We got cat, dog. Duck.
Hanging in suspense on this story, you better keep,
Oh, where we left off?
yeah, where we left.
About where we-
Maybe back up just a little bit. Okay?
Yep. Yeah, while we was going down to the dog, we stopped. I stand and said, well, we'll watch what they're gonna do here, because I hear the road, the trail going down like that. A couple more times, we will be down in one level place. And so he said, well, from here, we'd be very careful, we'll watch what they're gonna do. He said, they go on, one would stand, you know, and look at us and stand up, you know, oh, big one would stand. The front one would stand, up, down again, walk, and then the other one would just lower. They look big, finally down. When we went down this first, I went down like that, went like that again. That one's down through the trail there. That's a little, that little creek, that mission went up that way. It's a little wider down. Nice water, that's a camping ground. Well, we'll see what they do. They stop. They went and they stopped. And they stayed there. They didn't move, they stayed there. After we moved, then they moved because that's what grizzlies are. And that creek we turned off, and the horses was snorting and everything. Oh, I can't wait. We stopped. Oh, my schools are hard to go. Oh no, this is, you know, there's murder, blah, and so my mom took the camp up, and these boys take the horse right there, right by us, right. And my dad is been so I got wait, me after him. So this other boy to go that way, you know, this other boy to be there, and he went this way. And he told his dog, sit down. Stop. So no. Both guys said that's the question. So but the dog went, told the dog to be quiet. Well, they went, Mom offered up the camp, made a little campfire, some coffee on it. Oh, I was scared. They were gone, it got dark. This boy, genius, got lots of wood, interested, I went and helped, got wood, lots of wood. And the horse was snorting, so I had to calm down a while. Not long ago, that boy got mad. And he was laughing, you know, and he says, no, it's coming too. It was just they turned around and they went, yeah, they don't want us. Well, not long, my dad got back, and yeah, it was coming too. It was Dr. Lou. Det med you popular. You're ready to die. You went that up to me. Oh, I was scared. That night we slept. I slept not very good, you know. And then in the morning we had to move to another camp, so we moved to another camp. Then we went hunting there. We hunt there. We got elk and deer. We dried it. I and my mother. I'm always have to work on a deer. We work on it. Tree, you know. We bring it back, so to skin it. I skin it. We got to dry it, a bunch of. And one day my dad got home. He says, "Sure, something very funny. Just he's questioning. He's into a step. you right next to me. So when, oh, another one. Bigfoot was come, getting close to us. They do very little mysterious things I experienced in my life. Well, like one time I went to go to the bathroom, and there was a trail my dad made a little homemade outdoor toilet, and there was this big tree about that big, was rooted out and laid right on our little trail. I went to back. I told my mom, she told me, don't go anywhere now, just stay right here. That was the Bigfoot. That was just close to us, probably too close, mine, or maybe it was further. So she says, we're here alone. The dog went too. We're here alone. Now be very careful. Go back and take to it next to us. She made fire. I was making dry meat to what way. The whole make fire. She made fire. Oh, my dad got back and she told me, he says, yeah. Stackham. This must have been one or two. And pretty soon the boys got back. My dad said, stop packing. And he just said, I couldn't jump for me, it's getting dark. He said, well, we'll just get the horses real close and get everything packed. So we got those Indians this two put all our dry meat and the fresh meat and other things, but all packed. And night come, and I heard coyotes, wolves, eels, all kind of birds, bears. My dad called. That's not coyote, not anything. It's that Bigfoot. So that's the one that's making all the other ones make. There's one shade. Listen to the 40. How Bigfoot was sitting there. My dad grabbed my hair, cut my braid off. And my mother she cut the box and did the top there, cut it off. It looked like that. They tied. And when they were talking, I was so scared, I didn't listen to what they were saying when they were working on that. My hair and the box. I didn't listen. Only one word I caught was from my mother. And the rest they were saying, I was so scared after my braid was gone and putting that fire pretty soon. Oh, I'm gonna say something. I was was it too. But all kind of animals crying. I looked at those trees. What tree was it going like that? And all of a sudden, our dog was laying down because like just shiver. The horses were. We're just going like that. They were shaking. No, something else. Something I go myself. And my mother, my dad were pretty soon just quiet down. My dad had his head down by the fire, and my mother was sitting there whispering her. Like kneeling down with her arms up like that. Yeah, went quiet down. My dad looked up and he made a holler. Real loud or something. The other boy did one. And my mom, they left. They're not going to come back. But they didn't, I went to sleep, but they didn't go to sleep. They stayed up all night. Just take your break, break the daylight. I woke up to get on your horse and going, and we left. And they went years after that, they went up again, but I never did go again. Next I went over across Eagles Pass, we went over that cross. Oh, back here where you see that stand, that rock. On the other side, where the pickets, I don't know what it's called, so you have to It's a huckleberry vine. See, I have it, but they're little bitty ones, and they grow on the ground. Let me see. That's what it is. But think about it right now. Think about it.
Seeped.
Yes, seeped. Yes. Oh, yes. over that pass, right there, just like that big rock. On that side, we had lots. We go pick them, and then she picks that what's grown on the ground, that leaves and vines, picked up. Oh, I left it home. And my grandmother was picking that like this. And she told me, it was Peggy. She wrote, it is fantastic. She was Peggy. That right is nowadays, but then they have diapers. This was our diapers a long time ago. That stuff is just, it's soft, you know, because that's what we use for our babies, the diaper to put on here. And then make little wraps, you know, and then you rinse it out and dry it fast, you know, and then you use it. There's lots of those like that, you know. Really good, just that's really nice. That don't go through anything. It's also good to boil that and wash your eyes and your body with it. If you're ill, it'll go away with that. Yes, and they're hard to get right. They're way over those mountains someplace, I know, West Fish or something. That's one of my experiences with these mountains. That was this day when I travel going around, I look that way, I don't look, you know, how it is.
Is there still those Bigfoots around?
They still exist, yeah. My sister is not here today. You tell her, you talk to her. She has stories about getting close to a big one. But then as years went by, about 700 years after that, and we were homeless one time, and there comes a guy up and told us, well, today I'm sorry, he told me, tell your grandma, we got to shut the water off, because she's got to pay to get it on. They won't get down to water our garden stuff. Oh, as I told her, oh, she was so yucky, white. Oh, she cried. So now she I told her, well, she will pay the water bill. That's when the riders will start going after cut the water off, not to go to our garden anymore. And now, you know, when we go to these tribal elegy fields, I used all of them. And we should go back to the old time. In a long time, there was no crime. I never saw, well, there's a few, but you know, it was nice. And just camping out, hunting, picking berries together. That was beautiful. To cross the river, stay with your mom and dad. Towards us, as it's getting closer. My grandfather passed away. My father passed away. Yeah, but we kept going across the river, just getting lesser and lesser. And we used to go over there, and then her folks came, and you came up there, and we supposed to ride a horse up to the way on top of the hill. I take my horse and my mother, and the wagon there, of course. All these guys would have her folks have. I don't know if you came there. I don't think I came there. And the woodcocks in to show us. I'd get ready to go ride horses, and my mother would tell some other lady to ride. You can ride Margaret, and I had to walk. And I felt bad because she told somebody else to go. So I went behind the horse. I was the last one, so I'd hold on the tail so I could keep up with my packs. My digger was a bitterroot, and my gun, everything. They could say, well, we'll take it, you know. I'd have to pack it up all. I had to pack our water too on my back. I think they were just cruel to me. We walk way up there, and then we all get off, and they say, you go take the horse. After I walked way up there, I go do it. All the used to raise my aunts. Now they're all gone, that family. So then her mother's was the only one that's left, and Teresa was, but she said we'd go up there to stay at the camp. Who else would we just go? harm, I guess.
Just a second, I wanna.
I was gonna ask you, you're talking quite a bit about how the kids would listen to elders more, like you were just saying, until you go stake those horses. Why do you think that doesn't work these days? Or isn't that?
These days, well, nowadays, children don't listen, You could tell them, well, go do this, They'll do it if you force them, Kids will do it. But sometimes, you tell, well, you have to do it. We used to do that a long time ago. We listened to our parents. We did. Oh, that's a long time ago, So, and it just has a lot changed since from the time I was small and to the time where everything really took change was when we got in a war with Japanese, Pearl Harbor. Right after that, everything changed very fast, very, very fast. There's no more. We don't go up there and dig bitterroot. Go up the mountains and pick huckleberries. Go camping. Those are just gone. Of course, it's just you and big families all get together and go, pick berries and stuff like that. And we did, some of them worked a little bit, a few hours at a time or something like that. And everything they shared. They shared their food, share their wood, share everything, help each other. It has changed too, very much. And like these holidays, people would come all over here in the mission. And they'd have put their camps down there. They have a bunch of camps there for a holiday. Now it's different. You don't see anybody anymore. And changed so much we just changed. And nowadays, for our young children now, school is the most important thing. If they want to survive, they better go to school. And it changed. So sometimes we should went back a long time ago, but it never will.
Before that war, there were quite a few people here who would spend their time hunting, fishing,
Yes.
doing things instead of having jobs.
Yeah.
Right?
Lot of before the war, they were still up together. They can go with you hunting and camping and then back in the beginning of the 40s, they start having they call the lookouts. That's the forestry now. They build those tins up on these mountains somewhere up here. That's all. What do they call those? What do you call them? I can't think of that. The lookouts here. They have fire lookouts. The fire station lookouts of what they had. Then they had fire controls. They call them these. Right on the side of that 9 pipe there. You see where those two little trees when you pass 9 pipe on the road? To your left, to your right when you're coming. Two little trees is there. Fancy little trees. That's by that 9 pipe before you get to turn off to Eagle Pass. That's where they have a little building there. And John Peter Paul was running that at the lookout station. Then they had another one in Pablo where that big tree is going to the old highway. They used to have a station there. It's like little wood sheds what built like that with the front there. Like how they build firecracker stands. That's the way it looks, And that's where they watch the fires. And I guess they had radio. I didn't pay attention to that. Had a lot of, spy glasses to watch the fires. It changed, and they was to do that. And then when the war came on, there was nobody else to work on to take care of. And after the war, tried to go gather it again, gather back together and start like where we left off before the war, where we do things together, happiness, all that. All changed. That's where everything changed, and a lot of them were gone. But it used to be so nice. I just like when I used to go to the Nirada and the Kootenays, you know. It was nice. We all visit together. My folks know them. I know them when we'd visit. Some of the people I remember their names, and I remember one time I didn't mind. Oh, I'm going to say I mind. And they told me if I didn't mind, they were going to give me away to Nakane. Oh, and I just cried. These old ladies, these other old lady Kootenays, they'd tell my mother, tell her that they're going to take her. She's going to take him. Boy, was I ever scared of Nakane. This another old guy, but I really don't know his real name there. I don't know his real name. Sometimes I almost do it, and somehow I forget, you know, that what was his real name in English. And I was scared of him, you know, if they're going to give me away to him, or otherwise they're going to give me away to Ta'ad. Oh, that was terrible. Oh, I used to hate that old man. You want to I just turned about around 12, you know. Oh, the time they're going to give me these old guys, you know, and I just cried. Told my mom, I'm not going to take them. You're not the boss. We're going to just go give it to you. They're going to be your husbands. And I used to cry. They're going to give me away. And then old Louis Pierre told me, yeah, we're just loading you in my car and take you to Alma. I'm going to leave you with Nakane. Oh, I used to hate Louis. Oh, I wish I could hit you, but you can't, you know. Go give me away. Oh, God. Scared to death I'm going to get given away. Then when I got married, then I seen Nakane, and oh, I was so proud of him. He was blind. We stopped that in Dayton. My husband visited Sam. He went for, and that old lady was there, old lady Couture, Helen Couture's mother, and that old man was sitting there. They had a teepee and they had a hides and all. That old man had a bunch of poles about that big, and he was cutting wood. Louis Pierre and him happened to be there too, and Louis told me, see, you would marry him, he'd be cutting wood for you. Oh, that guy, that Louis. After I was married, he was still teasing me. Give me away. But he wears a suit year round, say what.